It's week 1 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Bears coming up next.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Set for football now on a sunny afternoon in the second city.
All right, let's kick it off.
From Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball.
There we go, Graham.
And that resulted in an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Goldstein. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good strike.
That one good for 26 and a first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's the option. Running right. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead,
and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It's all right.
Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goldstein. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. Goldstein. Oh, he's got a man.
This kid's throwing darts out here.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because
we're going
going
for it.
in the 1st round,
We're getting him in.
People are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
On 4th down, Goldstein. And it's incomplete.
Get your hands, my man.
Turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it
man,
this
it's
time.
Sunil.
It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on.
Got Papa Dot back there calling plays.
I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields now to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Got to turn around, Graham.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Now Fields. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look
Hell
beyond the
no.
first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and
Yeah,
now
I'll
send
take
them
him.
back to the drawing board.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Off play action. Goldstein. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Looking to throw. Goldstein. The quick slant caught. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now a first down throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Oh, good move. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Hey, bro, you can't chip him?
36-yard punt, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, Goldstein. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oof. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Goldstein. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on.
Brought a lot of energy, you know, like you really earned that captain position.
So far.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
It's almost like Tebow is in our locker room.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Chase Claypool, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Christian McCaffrey with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Kareem Hunt, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Damn.
Solid
I really thought I could hit that.
field position. They'll start at the 32. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will slide to a stop.
Hey. Flag on 58. Flag, what? Bruh. Did nobody see that?
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college.
I don't know what. He gave himself up for the play.
Break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to
see,
throw,
bro.
he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Goldstein. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Means. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Ready up.
They'll run with Robinson. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown, Washington.
Is that a boy?
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
Let's go! J.C. Horn!
J.C. Horn.
Yeah!
The Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed
Sam
with it
Howell's
and got an
the QB
interception
for
and
the
handed the ball
Packers.
back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He might be Mahomes' backup.
Off play action. Goldstein. He'll buy some time right. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Come on.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Fields. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Wow. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Fields throwing again. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Man, press up too. Get all up in there. Don't let nobody off that line.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And that's caught.
Come on, J.C. Horn.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's
go.
go.
But this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Come on, somebody hit home.
Here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is caught by Watkins. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Running for it, Montgomery. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Fields. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 1st down, Goldstein. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So it's Washington
Good job, kid.
getting the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another road.